Okay, so welcome back. We're now in a place where I hopefully have a clearer idea. Maybe you have a clearer idea of what you're starting with and what is sort of exciting you. So really what we want to do now is sort of choose. What would be the low-hanging fruit that we should get started with? Is it taking an existing lesson that you have and turning that into just a short video, or it could be a long video, but we wanted to say, what can we turn around? Is it a situation where you'd like to do almost an interview type thing, maybe like what I'm doing, where you walk the person through, you ask them questions and let them answer those questions, and when they answer that question, they go to the next video? Is there some new concept that you want to do? Is there a specific target market? So right now, I really am, I'm going to just think in terms of talking directly to you. What would be what's our first lesson? What's our first share? We want to do something that both excites you and that isn't too daunting. So that might be, again, if you're looking at your inventory, and hopefully by now I know a little bit, so I might even have my own ideas, but is it a situation where we just take one of your existing PowerPoints or one of your existing lesson plans, and you could even just take your lesson plan and walk through it, meaning talk over it, or inject the audio lecture if you do lectures, or thoughtful questions, or that sort of thing. Is that something you'd like to do? Is it a situation, I'm sitting here in my office and I have a whiteboard right in front of me, right? So that whiteboard, maybe I'll take a picture of it. That whiteboard, well, you saw me in front of a whiteboard at the beginning. That whiteboard, I could just set up my video and record myself walking through something. I'll show you a little bit here. So I'm using a screen capture where I can do stuff and I can mark up the screen here. I don't personally like that much because I really need a pen or a whiteboard or a marker. But you could do that sort of thing. You can obviously, PowerPoint is an incredible tool. It's basic, but it's an incredible tool. You can spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes making up a PowerPoint and then narrate over it. And that PowerPoint can have animations. You've done PowerPoint, or you've seen really great PowerPoints. And while PowerPoint can be a little deadly in a meeting room, PowerPoint's great on a video because you can make it look exactly the way you want. So really, let's define what you think your first lesson is going to be. Not necessarily how we're going to do it. Let's just talk, because I think we talk about the media in a couple of lessons, but let's just think about what is the lesson going to be. If you email that to me and say, I want to teach the Pythagorean theorem, or I want to teach cellular respiration, or I want to teach the Battle of Tours, or I want to teach Bitcoin, right? I want to just sit there and spend 20 minutes talking through it and illustrating it, etc. That's it. That's what I want to do. Don't worry so much yet about how we're practically going to do it. Don't worry so much yet about how we're going to get that out to 1 million people. Let's just focus on the what, and then we'll talk about, frankly, some of the next steps get informed by what we want to accomplish and the time we have, etc. So you've already audited the materials you have, and you've already sort of audited your inspiration slash mission. So now let's just identify something, pick a low-hanging fruit, and let's go with that as our version 1, and email that to me, or email me the idea. How about that?